So masking is really about the concealment of autistic traits. So it might be that instead of rocking back and forth, I'm not going to do that because that might be seen as concerning to some people, or I might opt not to make the eye contact that feels comfortable to me, for example. And camouflaging is exactly what it sounds like. It's about blending in with your surrounding environment. And because neurotypical norms are dominant in our environment, in this case, camouflaging means blending in with neurotypical norms.
Just stop for a second. I want the audience to let that sink in, okay? But just think about that, because I didn't get that, Beth. So you're teaching and stuff. Okay, so when you think about it, you put on your camo, it's to blend in, right? To blend in, to not get shot, basically. Okay, so you're camouflaging, you're trying to blend in. So you're basically just trying to do whatever you can to be as normal as possible in the eyes of the neurotypical world. But of course, masking, I always look at it and go, well, hang on, but actually it's suppressing. I'm physically suppressing things. You know, the need to regulate myself. But then some may argue, yeah, but Orion, yeah, but Beth, isn't camouflaging yourself to fit in the same? Like, don't you suppress things to camouflage to fit in? So that's where I think it gets confusing, if that makes sense.
So one of the things we spoke about when we were working on my PhD and how do we make sense of this distinction between masking and camouflaging was the idea that we're not just suppressing autistic traits and trying to exist in a neutral zone where we're not perceived as having any form of neurotype at all, right? So, you know, I'm not replacing autistic behaviors with ADHD behaviors because those aren't accepted either. I'm not, you know, replacing autistic behaviors with any other neurominority behavior. There's a very specific choice to align behavior with the dominant norm because that's what helps us avoid negative consequences, avoid poor outcomes, bullying, loss of professional opportunities, social isolation. It's not enough just to not look autistic. We also have to look neurotypical to receive the positive benefits we're hoping for from masking and camouflaging.